Alright, so now in this video we're going to talk a little bit more about tuning, but specifically tuning with the pegs. The pegs on most violins, violas, and cellos hold in to the peg box by friction. So the ebony is very tightly jammed in there, for lack of a better word, to hold the tension of the string. So if I were to just turn this peg and let go of it, see, it doesn't always stay. So we have to work with those a little bit differently. So let me show you what to do here. I'm purposely using the G peg because it's a little easier to tune that string. Let's say that my other strings are close to being in tune. And I'm going to take my G and make it so it fits with the D peg. And by doing so, I'm going to turn it very slowly. Now, you can never go wrong loosening the string first, and that's really a good place to start. You can go very wrong turning it to tighten it, because when you turn this, the string reacts right away. So you have to turn very slowly and always pluck the string while you're turning. So right about there is the pitch where I want it to be. Now, did you hear it slip? Now the problem with that is I have to, as I'm turning the peg, push into the peg box ever so slightly. So I'm going to start again. I should always start by loosening. And I'm pushing in and turning at the same time. See, now that's holding. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fine tuner and make my final adjustment. My peg is in there nice and securely, and I didn't break a string in the process. So let's just do that again. We're going to take this all the way down, and we want to loosen first and always pluck as you're turning. And notice I'm turning very slowly. I don't want to go this way with it right away, because that's the recipe for a broken string. So I turned and I pushed in at the same time. I take my fine tuners and I make any final adjustments. And then at this point what I would do is I would take it to an electronic tuner just to make sure everything is where it needs to be. One final word on that: when you're tuning the thinner strings like the E string or the A string on a cello, be very slow in how you turn it and pluck every like slow eighth notes so that you can hear the pitch go and you can feel where it's going into tune. Otherwise these strings break very easily because of how thin they are. The last word on tuning with pegs is if your violin or viola has a screw right here, a small flathead slotted screwdriver type of thing. That's called a Cassberry peg. There's actually a screw mechanism that goes through those. You can just turn them back and forth. They hold on their own. The screw keeps it in place. If your peg slips, you can take a very small screwdriver and just tighten it ever so slightly, and that will keep it in place. So that's it for the pegs. Hope that that's been very helpful.